By the time he was 8 years old, he had lost 5 siblings. At 9, he was left for dead, only to awaken from a coma, recovered from a seemingly hopeless state of body and mind. Bradley Quick is here to share with you his path from Skid Row junkie to successful talk show host, author, mentor, and motivational speaker. If you're looking for a better tomorrow, if you want a positive evolution, or if you're in need of a quick fix, you're in the right place. Now kick back and get ready for the top experts in the field of body, mind, and soul. Here on the Quick Fix with Bradley Quick. Purpose, power, motivation.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Quick Fix here on Cool Change Radio, your home for positive answers and the place for you to find that life and health solution you've been looking for. We're right here right now to inform you to the latest life enhancement techniques in many different areas, including health, fitness, nutrition, psychology, finance, weight loss, and a whole variety of other wonderful and life-empowering topics. Today's show is brought to you by the Cool Change Foundation. If you're fond of our show, if we brought you some breakthrough solutions, which I'm thinking we probably have, or you just want to help us stay on the air, come on, donate today. Think about it. When we make life better for mom and dad, we make life better for the children. When we make life better for the children, we make life better for the entire family. Everybody wins. It's a win-win deal. So donate right now at www.thecoolchangefoundation.org. That's thecoolchangefoundation.org. And remember, it's time for a cool change with the Cool Change Foundation. Hey, welcome everybody. My name is Bradley Quick. I'm here as always to discuss solutions with you. We're talking about having a better life experience and becoming the best you that you can be. Our guest today is Lynda Valliche. Did I pronounce that right?
It's Valliche.
Valliche, a businesswoman, actress, healer, innovator, and she applies energy awareness to all walks of life, including acting. Lynda, are you ready for a great show?
I'm absolutely excited for this show.
Oh, that's
Bradley.
good. You sit tight. We'll be right with you, okay?
Yes.
All right, thank you all for joining us on Cool Change Radio, BradleyQuick.com, and on Facebook. As you know, you can catch our live and video recorded shows and interviews on those sites and many other websites. And as always, you can listen to our archived audio interviews, hundreds of them. Your favorite topics, favorite experts, and favorite personalities at BradleyQuick.com. And if you're not hanging out on CoolChangeRadio.com, you're looking for some insight, BradleyQuick.com is definitely the place to be. And if you ever find yourself surfing on that thing called YouTube, you can actually look us up there on Cool Change Radio. That's our channel on YouTube, is Cool Change Radio on YouTube. We've got over 500,000 views to date. I'm really excited about that. Go there, subscribe, get the latest updates as we post them there, all right? Later, my buddy Paul Medrano, former Mr. Universe, will be here with us talking about fitness and healthy living in our Getting Fit with Mr. Universe segment. That's all going to happen shortly, so stay right where you are. Now, make a note. If you'd like to chime in with a question for my guest today, just pick up the phone and call us right now. Dial 818-824-9123. That's 818-824-9123. Now, keep that number on hand because it's the number to all the shows here on Cool Change Radio. It's the studio number, 818-824-9123. Okay, she conducts private sessions and workshops that include transformational dance, and they provide unique modalities of healing and energy awareness. Joining us now on the Quick Fix here on the Cool Change Radio and TV Network is businesswoman herself, actress, healer, innovator, a woman that applies energy awareness to all walks of life, including acting, Lynda Valliche. Valliche. See, I'm not Italian. What did I say? Lynda Valliche, welcome to the show.
Thank you, Bradley.
So what is this energetic healing that people can apply to all walks of life?
Well, basically we all have energy, and it's just learning how to use the energy for us to receive more of who we are.
But all of life is energy. Everything is energy.
That's right. But there's a lot of energies that come into our physical beings that can actually be disharmonic and create chaos.
Disharmonic is not good energy. It creates chaos, which is dysfunction.
Yes.
Right. So
Yes.
So how do we regulate that energy? How do we only let the good in and keep the bad out?
Well, through all my life, I've kind of studied different modalities.
And you compiling all of them or taking the best out of it, what would you say?
Right. Compiled all those into the toolbox, and then you take what works for each individual.
Because this is an individual thing, isn't it?
Yes, it is. As is everything.
Right. So tell us about how do we curb the negative energies and enhance the positive energies coming into our being?
It's really about being more of who you are and being aware of truly who you are.
Right.
And a lot of times, all of the dysfunctional energies that are surrounding us are causing us to see or feel something that's truly not what we are. And so when you start getting rid of those external factors.
So what you're saying is feelings are facts, however, they may not be truths.
Exactly.
Yeah. We've been saying that for a long time here on the show, and people who never really understood what we meant. But just because you feel the way you feel and influenced the way you're influenced doesn't make that a reality, right?
Exactly. And it's learning to maybe ask some questions and like, who does this belong to?
Uh-huh. That's wonderful. I understand you've explored the multidimensional world.
Yes, I have explored the multidimensional world, and actually it scared me at first.
Why?
Well, as a child. I was a young child when I first saw. I actually was during when I was running. When I found that when I was running, I'd actually see. You can call it multidimensional. You call it parallel. The true explanation of it, I don't have.
Right, but you saw little men and little women from far, far away. Is that what you're saying?
Not exactly little men or little women. It's actually quite a large.
7 feet, blue, purple.
Not even. The best description for me is something that I've never seen since, and it was just huge and not a pretty sight.
Really?
Yes.
Scary, was it?
It was fearful to me at the time. I was
Right.
10 years old.
Sure. And you haven't been visited by these multidimensional worlds since?
Yes, I have. Actually, I don't know about being visited. I don't really believe that. I actually think I accidentally stumbled upon it at that time.
Stumbled upon it?
Yes.
You this sounds like a Sherlock Holmes thing. You stumbled upon it.
Well, I don't, because at will, you couldn't, I wasn't be able to do that. And there's times in my life that I've been able to see things that I don't normally see, and it happens spontaneously. It actually happens when I'm more in a present moment.
Yeah, more in a present moment and more willing. Because when I'm not willing to experience that, or I'm not talking about consciously willing, I'm talking about subconsciously willing, it doesn't happen. But when I'm open to it,
Yes.
all the spirits can come in and just, do with
Spirits
me what they
or
will.
even your abilities, your special abilities that we all do have that maybe we've haven't tapped into.
Right now, you're a very humble woman. And very beautiful, but I know that you've experienced some great success in your life, haven't you?
Yes, I have.
What was your first venture, business venture?
My first venture was, I've had so many. I started working in the banking industry when I was 14. I was given the challenge.
14?
If I found a job, I would be
14 years old? That's
Yes.
illegal.
It was. It wasn't then. And it was actually part of a school program that I could actually get credit. I was so bored with school.
Right.
So I found a job in a week.
You were so over it, weren't you?
I was so over it.
Yeah.
Yes.
So you got into perfumes. How'd that happen?
I got into perfumes. I was around 18 years old, and I was on a business trip. Actually, was on a trip, and I met the nephew of a huge perfume company who knew I was in sales and that thought I would be interested in selling his uncle's perfumes. And so that took off as me just selling his perfumes into figuring out the industry and importing and exporting perfumes.
Right. So that turned into several outlets, right?
Later on, that
on,
turned
yeah.
into me opening up 4 different retail outlets.
Wow, that had to be. How old were you then?
I was in my 20s.
In your 20s. Now, you were still young. I mean, come on. In your 20s, you got 4 different outlets. What did that do to your ego?
I always was older than, I always hung around older people, so I really didn't see that I was young.
Right.
I did have a lot of people wanting to tell me what to do.
Right, of course. But your ego never got involved in it, huh?
No, it was fun.
Wow, that's really grown up. Because I know a lot of people, including myself, that you get a lot of money or you get a lot of fame or a lot of success, and all of a sudden, look who I am. Your chest is pushed out, and you are somebody all of a sudden.
Well, I did buy the fancy cars, and I liked the better restaurants and that type of thing. But I've always believed that when you make a lot of money, you spend it, you enjoy your life as well as you invest. But there's most of it, it didn't. didn't have a thought of it making me any better than anyone else.
So how did you go from that, a perfumery outlets, 4 of them, to getting into energy work?
Well, I had the person who I was renting my space from for my perfume stores, one particular one in Kahala. This was in Honolulu, by the way. And he had a business that was, the woman who owned the business was very ill and had owed him a lot of rent. And so she gave him all her machinery and her business, basically, to take over because she was too sick. Mm-hmm. And he dumped it on his girlfriend, and his girlfriend knew nothing about business. So I helped her, and she was into energy, studying a lot about energy, kahuna work and stuff like that.
Kahuna work?
Yeah, she worked with kahunas.
Is that what they call it in Hawaii, is kahuna work?
Well, she worked with a kahuna. And so there's different modalities based on the Hawaiian healing energies. But she was very connected with it. I wasn't at all. I was just interested in the physical body is what I was.
I'll tell you what, when we come back, I want to hear more about the kahuna and the story behind the kahuna. So I like kahunas. Stay put, everybody. If you got a habit you want to change, how would you do things different to better your life experience? If you could, well, we got some answers for you, so you better stay put. I'm here with Lynda Valliche. I didn't say that right. She's an actor, working in energy, she's a very successful woman. This is the Quick Fix on Cool Change Radio, broadcasting live from Freddie Siegel Studios. I'm Bradley Quick, and we'll be right back.
Today, experience the Quick Fix, a simple process for positive change. Written by Bradley Quick, author, producer, motivational speaker, and host of the award-winning radio talk show, The Quick Fix with Bradley Quick on CoolChangeRadio.com. Bradley's passion for life is evident in his book, written so you can experience health, find your purpose, and have more effective relationships. Beating insurmountable odds, overcoming death, and being paralyzed, Bradley fought his way back so he could help you conquer your struggles. Experience increased health, vitality, passion, and purpose in your life right now with The Quick Fix, and read about Bradley's courage, ambition, and determination to live. Whether the issue is your thoughts, your physical body, or you just want to feel better and be happy, The Quick Fix, a simple process for positive change, will change your life. For only $19.95 plus shipping and handling. Take positive action now and receive a free guided meditation CD with your order. That's a $20 value free with your order today. Go to BradleyQuick.com. That's BradleyQuick.com. Take control and begin feeling better now. Get the book and free CD now at BradleyQuick.com.
You're listening to The Quick Fix with Bradley Quick. Purpose, power, motivation. We'll be right back.
This has never been attempted before by any treatment center, ever. Seasons Malibu is willing to take the risk because they understand quality care and evidence-based long-term recovery. Pay for only 3 months of treatment and stay until you are better, period. I'll say that one more time. Pay for only 3 months of treatment and stay until you are better. Enough is enough. Seasons Malibu wants to count your days of recovery, not the dollars in your pocket. No gimmicks, no guarantees, just straightforward world-class treatment until you are better. Do not hesitate. Call now. Seasons Malibu, 866-780-8539, 866-780-8539. That's Seasons Malibu at www.seasonsmalibu.com or 866-780-8539. 866-780-8539 for a free consultation and details. 866-780-8539. All righty, welcome back. You're listening to the Quick Fix on Cool Change Radio, your home for self-improvement and a place for positive change. I'm Bradley Quick, and we're right here right now to help you gain the upper hand in becoming all that you want to be. This segment is brought to you by my buddies at GapZip.com. That's right, GAPZIP.com. They ask, how do you think? They say how you think is more important than what you think. It's one of the chief reasons why many of you get stuck when you're trying to take the next step in your career or personal relationships. They're with me all the time. They can be with you, too, the second and fourth Tuesday evening at 7 p.m. Pacific on GapZip.com. Go sign up at GAPZIP.com and join them. They will teach you a new way to think. It will change your life as it's changed mine. That's GapZip.com. All right, for those just joining us on Cool Change Radio, Facebook, or BradleyQuick.com, welcome. You can listen to this show again at hundreds of hours of other self-discovery content anytime you want by simply going to BradleyQuick.com. That's 3 W's and a dot first, but that's BradleyQuick.com. There you can also sign up for our weekly radio show email reminder, where once a week you'll receive the most recent interviews in the comfort of your own home or office. Then you can listen at your convenience and make sure not to miss your favorite authors, experts, or personalities. You can also podcast any of our shows or just listen to us anytime from anywhere at www. That's 3 W's and a dot, BradleyQuick.com. All right, our guest today is Lynda Valliche.
Yes.
Lynda, I got that right. Say that again. Lynda Valliche, businesswoman, actress, healer, innovator. She applies energy awareness to all walks of life, including acting. And she has studied and incorporated many other modalities as a facilitator in developing new and wonderful intuitive energetic awarenesses in various disciplines that help people enhance their conscious awareness. This is just fantastic. You're amazing. So we were talking about kahunas, weren't we?
Well, you were.
I was.
Yes.
No, you were. We were talking about the way you got into energy work.
My girlfriend studied with the kahuna, but when her and I met, she had decided to take a class on Reiki. And so that was my actual first experience of the energy.
Uh-huh. So tell us about that. What was your Reiki like?
Reiki, once I started to learn the process, my first response to the teacher was, "There's something missing."
There's something missing.
There's something missing. I felt that when we were doing it, that it was a nice energy, a very gentle energy. But for it to actually do what people really, and it's actually a beautiful modality.
Right.
It just wasn't strong enough to hold patterns, because I found that working with energy, that there's certain patterns, emotional patterns, that are stuck. It's kind of like glued in your body, and energetically they can be removed. But you have to be aware that you have them first.
The subject has to be aware, or the practitioner has to be aware?
Well, the subject actually doesn't need to be aware. They'll be aware once the person who's working on it. They'll feel it when it's being moved out of the system.
So the Reiki master, the practitioner,
yes,
has to be aware of what's going on.
Absolutely.
And how do they do that?
You know, I can't explain how everyone does it. I can explain to you how I've perceived the energy.
The interview's about you.
Yes,
Go ahead.
yes. So when I have worked on people's bodies, generally what happens is their body decides to start communicating with me via either through words, sounds, impressions, and will guide me to areas of the body. And, you know, it doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to be the part of the body where someone is feeling pain. The pain that they're feeling might be coming from an area other than that area. And so I'll just go according to where I'm being drawn to, or if the body actually talks to me. And so I found that when I listen rather than to the person's words, listen to the energy, following the energy is actually where the truth is, because they're confused and they're not quite sure if they really were cognitive to what was going on, they'd be able to change it easily.
Of course, and because my head hurts doesn't mean it's in my head. It could be my finger responding,
or
right?
or something going on in your blood or
like
tension.
that, huh?
Sure.
So tell me, how'd you go from perfumery to banking, to perfumery, to perfume distributor, to Reiki master, to healer, to how'd this happen?
I think it's the entrepreneurial in me.
Entrepreneur, but then on top of all that, being an entrepreneur, you became an actor or an actress.
Yes,
Come on now, come on! I'm lost already. I'm losing my breath here.
Yeah, well, I have a lot of interests.
And enthusiasm.
Yes.
And energy.
Yes. And challenge. I like
challenge.
challenge.
Wow.
I think acting was probably the biggest challenge to take on.
Really?
Yes.
Why?
Because there's no true proven method. There's nobody out. There's a lot of teachers out there that are teaching things, but not necessarily the business of acting and the proper way to pursue. And so there's a lot of ideas, but they're not actually concrete. like there's business ideas that you can take on and make something work. Whereas acting, a lot of it is about who you know. It's not exactly your talent. I mean, I know a lot of talented people that aren't working, and I know a lot of untalented people that are working.
But being an actor and actress, don't you have to dig inside and bring out your feelings and emotions so that you can apply it in certain situations to a certain character?
That's one way.
That's one way. I don't know anything. But
Well,
at least I got one out of how many?
I found that you being open to the energy of and actually listening and being present with the other actor or who's involved is actually the truth of the real, where it's not acting, it actually takes on the persona that you're portraying.
So how far what'd you do in acting? I saw you have an IMBD page.
I do.
Yeah,
I've done a lot. I've turned union this year. It took me 7 years to become union actor, and that was not an easy task. And, like I said, there's no proven way. I came here not knowing anything and saying, okay, we're going to do this. And it was really, the truth of it was, I was guided to come here to use sound through film as a healing.
From where, Hawaii?
From Honolulu, yes.
Wow, that's a nice place.
Yes. It was very hard for me to leave that special place.
I bet it was.
Yes.
So now, I understand that the sound energy had an impact on you.
Yes.
And that you still use that today. So why don't you tell us about that?
Well, frequency sounds. I started studying somewhat.
Frequencies are huge.
Yes.
The whole body's a different frequency. I mean, it's all,
Yes, and there's frequencies constantly. We're being bombarded by them.
Right.
And as a matter of fact, yesterday there was this very high frequency that was being vibrating really highly through my apartment that was really distracting me. So it's actually learning how to use another frequency to disarm it.
Wow.
And your voice, and the thing about it is there's lots of tapes, CDs, whatever, but when people start to learn how to use their voice, the harmonics that a voice can create, there's nothing like it.
I've got a doctor we work with who's been on the show a couple times from Germany. He has offices in Germany and in Guadalajara, and he's opening up one here in Beverly Hills. He does frequency healing.
Yes.
And it's really cool. What's his name? Roger Luca, Lucke.
Nice.
And what he does is he's developed him. Well, we're not here to sell him, but he's developed a machine, and that's exactly what he does. He's been doing it for 14 years now. Really amazing guy.
Yes, that's great.
So you believe this energy work can really help for people, huh? Really.
Oh yes, absolutely. I've seen it happen. When I opened up the healing center in Hawaii, one of the first things.
Whoa! This isn't a perfumery.
No.
This is a healing center now. Wait, hold on. She's a bank lady. She's a perfumerist. Then she's an actress. And then now she's an energy healer, and now she's got a health center. Come on, what's going on here, Miss Successful Woman?
It was actually, my girlfriend and her husband. Well, they married and they moved to Kansas City very quickly, and the center, which she at that time it was an exercise place, and she put it in my hands, and I took over, and I said, well, if I'm going to take this over, I want it to really have a purpose for this.
I'm going to give you Cool Change Radio. I'm just going to put it in your hands. That's what I'm going to do.
Oh, Bradley.
Go ahead.
But I asked, for it to bring the people who really needed it, and I did. And what happened is I ended up attracting people who had strokes. I was able to download information about how to help people with strokes. And I actually had 2 clients first that I was working on. It was range of motion machines and then the energy work, which actually got them back working and their limbs that were not functional.
That's amazing.
And it was, I didn't have any clue. I was just using the energy work. And then they have this huge, where people have strokes, they go to these places and talk. All of a sudden, I was bombarded by people who had strokes.
Oh, that's wonderful.
It was wonderful, except it was overwhelming.
Was it?
Yeah, it was overwhelming
Time
because
to hire staff. Huh?
It's hard. Well, they only want to see the person that they were told about, and then
time to do groups.
Yes.
Let's do groups.
Yes.
4,000 at a time.
Yeah, that would be wonderful, wouldn't it?
We can't do one-on-ones anymore. There's too many people.
That's right.
They keep coming. Oh, my God. What are we going to do with all these people? So what? Now, I can understand energy collaborating with a healing center.
Yes.
I understand energy collaborating with massage.
Yes.
But I don't really understand energy collaborating or working with acting. I just don't.
Well, I was guided to come here.
I'm not that smart.
No, well, acting is very much a healing modality.
Okay, well, listen, let's talk about that healing modality when we come back, because that music's going to start again. We got to go to a break like we do every 12 and a half minutes, but we will be back with you, I promise. Okay. All right, this segment has been brought to you by the guys at GapZip.com, GAPZIP.com. They say thoughts are things. Thoughts lead to actions, which lead to results. So if you're sick and tired of your results, take a look at your thinking. Join them and sign up with them at GAPZIP.com, GapZip.com. This is Cool Change Radio, your home for self-improvement and a place to reshape your vision of what's possible. I'm Bradley Quicken. We'll be right back.
There are self-help seminars costing thousands of dollars guaranteeing miraculous transformations. There are compelling speakers and life-changing weekend experiences where you can walk on fire. They all deliver revelations that guarantee you'll come back for the more expensive revelations filled with even greater wonder next month on Fiji. We get addicted to positive, heartfelt, expensive theater. What we really need is a jumpstart, an awakening, someone who can give us a reminder that everything we need lies within. Through inspiration and practical knowledge, Dorothy Donahue helps people get grounded and motivated, inspired and energized. It's not just words and affirmations and the power of intention. It's a mindset brought about by a tangible, transcendental experience, an audio-visual, physical, spiritual experience that helps us realize we transform ourselves. We get tools to become the conscious co-creators of lives of unlimited potential. Find out more. Go to DorothyDonahue.com. You're listening to The Quick Fix with Bradley Quick. Purpose, power, motivation. We'll be right back.
I'm Melody Beattie, author of Codependent No More. 7 times more Americans have hepatitis C than AIDS. I'm one of them. If you're one of the millions of Americans with hepatitis C and your doctors are treating you with interferon, then you're clearly aware of how your life has been turned horribly upside down. Backed by huge pharmaceutical monies, the medical community swears there's only one dangerous, disabling way to battle this silent killer. It's not true. There are alternatives, and they work. Triumph Over Hepatitis C is a book written by best-selling author Lloyd Wright, who fully recovered from this frightening disease. Lloyd is helping others to take charge of their lives and fight for their body's freedom from this crippling illness. His program is working for me. Call the people at Hepatitis C Free now at 866-HEP-C-FREE. That's 866-HEP-C-FREE. Don't become another medical statistic. Find out the truth about hepatitis C and get your life back.
Get your copy of Triumph Over Hepatitis C at Barnes & Noble and at hepatitiscfree.com. Call 866-HEP-C-FREE.
All righty, welcome back. You're listening to Cool Change Radio, your home for self-improvement and a place to find your passion and purpose. I'm Bradley Quick, and we're right here right now to provide you with alternative solutions to the issues in your life. That's right, the issues in your life. We're going to fix them. I'd like to share with you a great opportunity. You can join me October 11th through the 15th in Teotihuacan, Mexico, home of the Toltec Pyramids. Fly down into Mexico City. The air-conditioned van comes and picks you up and takes you to an elevation up in Teotihuacan to over 7,000 feet and home of the Toltec Pyramids. You get to stay with my buddy Lee McCormick at his place called the Dreaming House, which is a 5,500 square meter compound a quarter mile away from the pyramids. It's amazing. They got everything there. It's a luxurious place. And what you do is walk to the pyramids 5 days in a row. You go through the 5 portals of your life, utilizing the energy of the Toltec Pyramids via the Toltec wisdom and multidimensional existence. It's a fantastic experience. It's changed my life as I know it will change yours. Go to www.spiritrecovery.com. That's spiritrecovery.com. Click on the Journeys link and join us down in the pyramids. Now, this will be my 4th consecutive time. There will be a 5th and a 6th and a 7th and 8th for me, but Lee goes down there 3, 4, 5 times a year, okay? And he goes down there. He also goes to Machu Picchu, goes to the pyramids there, and he goes to does soul care events around the country. There's one going on in Malibu this weekend. So go to spiritrecovery.com and change your life. Step out of the social matrix into the spiritual matrix. It's just that simple. Out of the social domestication into spiritual enhancement. It's that simple. It changed your life forever. Again, that's spiritrecovery.com, spiritrecovery.com. All right, her life's purpose is to bring personal healing and planetary transformation through expanding awareness of the unity and harmony between spirit and form, masculine and feminine energies, and between sound and light, and to use her varied gifts and healing modalities to help clients access consciousness and awareness that can enable them to receive abundance in all areas of their life with ease and joy. Ease and joy. That's why I gave her Cool Change Radio. You saw me hand her that, didn't you? Joining us now is Lynda Valliche. Did I say that right?
Not quite, Bradley, but it's okay. You want to give it that little bit of the Italian flair.
Lynda Valliche. just the camera. So we were talking about healing and acting.
Yes. Well, yeah. So have you ever been affected by
an actor?
An actor?
Have I ever been affected by an actor? Yeah, I think I've been. Well, I'm exposed. I get more affected by an actor when it's somebody natural and the feeling coming across naturally,
Yes.
which is really a hard thing for an actor to do. But I'm sure that I've been affected. Yes, I'd be lying. I'm sure I've been affected.
So it's actually when they were present,
right,
and being more of who they were, and allowing the character to flow through them.
Let's write a book called In the Now. That's what we call it, the power of now. Let's do that.
That's sort of the idea,
right? So is that how you is by staying in the now and in the present? Is how you incorporate energy into acting?
All right, let me explain a few things.
Oh, please do.
Okay, you're so cute. First of all, I want to actually also say that I've learned a lot of different modalities, several beautiful things of each modality.
Right.
One of the newest that I found was Access Consciousness. And
Access Consciousness.
Yes.
What is that?
Well, Gary Douglas, the founder, who was an intuitive, actually downloaded this information of bars that are setting on top of the head, where actually allows the processing of eliminating old belief systems, maybe emotions. It could be from this life, past lives, parallel lives. It can be from many. Who knows? But it's stuff that's stuck in your system, and actually, when you start having your bars run, you are all of a sudden how I feel, and how my clients that I have processed have felt is that it becomes so apparent that their bodies feel more light. They're starting, the anxiousness they had or things that were sitting in their body heavy, starting to lighten up. They start to feel more joy. Sometimes they start laughing out of, for no reason at all, other than that they're finally feeling truly who they are. And so, like I said, I've learned a lot of different modalities. When I found out about Access, and said, wow, I thought I had learned so many things. And I think what's happening in the world is there's a lot of this information that's being, downloaded to individuals, and they're picking it up. So there's going to be more and more things coming up that are more, in line with the energy of that at present. So, but I find that Gary Douglas was very innovative and very smart and very much humble. That his true purpose was to do exactly as I had always wanted to, is give people more of showing people how divinely perfect they are, without, adhering to what they see as perfect, what they took on as to being perfect. And so because that's what really imprisons them into negative thoughts. You have to,
Isn't that self-preservation, though, the negative thoughts? Isn't that about dealing with one's perception of their self-awareness? I mean,
Well, a lot of times it's not theirs at all. Like I said,
Yeah.
it's impregnated information that they took on. It could have taken
no,
it in
but
on
that's
in
my
the
point.
wound.
They've taken it on, and so it's part of the subconscious programming. is what I'm
Yes,
saying.
programming, which you want to remove.
And that self-preservation isn't necessarily good all the time. It's just keeping one in that homeostasis that you're familiar with.
So are you happier when you're in joy and without any fears or
Oh,
worries?
absolutely not. No, it's like the woman that's getting beat by her husband, and the neighbor says, "Leave the man." She says, "I can't. I love him." What the neighbor didn't know is that she watched her mother get beat. Watched her mother get beat. You know, it's part of something that's been taken on in the womb. It's part of the normality, the homeostasis that they will live to preserve.
Exactly.
Yeah. So it's about changing the subconscious programming, is it not?
Right.
Right. So how do we
Well,
do
it's
that?
not actually changing. It's actually removing what's truly not yours, and allowing who you are to be
And we can do
present.
this
out.
through this process.
It's through the process as well as, I mean, I use Access. I love Access, but I also use crystal frequency
That's
sound.
not Access Hollywood. That's Access, right?
Access consciousness.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
What channel's on that on?
What channel is that
Yeah.
on? AccessConsciousness.com.
.com.
And it's not a ...
And not a dot. It's just one dot. Yes. 3 W's and a dot.
Yes.
All right. So this is cool. So is that the main, one of the main focuses of your...
You know, it's an individual basis. When a person comes in and they're on the table and I'm with them, their body actually will tell me what they want, and I will do processing because they will benefit from that. But there will be times that I'll be using a crystal and frequency sounds. I'll also do manipulation. I've learned several different types of massage, which sometimes you need to do a little bit of a stimulation to release. It's like sometimes there's this solvent needed. I call Access a solvent. It helps remove that stuff that's so sticky that doesn't want to leave.
It breaks it down.
Yes, yes, and as well as the frequency sound does that as well. But everybody's different, and how vitamin C for you might be a wonder, and for the person next to you, which everybody thinks it's great, might be very
Well,
hurtful.
What you're saying is so true. A friend of mine, Bill Quaitman, who was BioCell, Advanced BioCell, they test your hair. And then they give you a 21-page report and says broccoli may be good for you, but it may bring forth anxiety in my body to have to digest it or try and digest it.
Yes.
So what you're saying is it's so true, and it's all to our individual chemistry, isn't it?
Well, it is, and when people start learning to trust themselves and that their body will tell them what it is they want, and will actually tell them the quantity as well.
In the last minute here, can you give the listeners something that will help each of them with their energy?
Well, I'd say the first thing in the morning would be to spend that 5 minutes with yourself and asking questions about what is possible. What beauty can I see today?
Can you bring in the spirit guides and the spirit people and the ancestors and the brothers and sisters?
You can bring in
the
whoever,
yeah?
whatever works for you. But being present with yourself and asking questions and not trying to answer them, but just asking the questions will really allow the universe to deliver.
Oh, wonderful. So just ask and be open to receive.
And to receive, and in which way it will come.
And don't receive from your own head.
No.
KFUK radio. Right?
Yeah, exactly.
Right? So energy work can help anybody, can't it?
Absolutely.
It
If
really
they're
can.
willing to allow themselves to be, to be present. And a lot of times what it has to do with is trust.
Well, the reason they call the moment the present is because it's a gift, right?
Yes.
And and we can find that gift by learning how to stay in the moment.
Yes.
And what's the best way you've found to stay in the moment?
Being in joy.
Being in joy. How do you be in joy?
Something that is joyful to you. You can find a special place that you've always you've seen, been there, music, whatever it is that brings you that joy.
Right.
Is what will keep you there.
I like that idea. Promise me one thing.
Yes.
Promise me you'll come back on the show.
Absolutely. I'd love to.
I would love to have you back here. You've been so much fun.
Thank you. It's been a lot of
This
fun.
has been a great, great, great time. And it's all about everybody healing themselves through energy. Energy. Got that, guys? Got that? All right. Stay put, everybody. You're in the right place. Cool Change Radio would like to welcome all our new talk shows, including Dates and Mates with Dear Mrs. D's Damona Hoffman, Love, Serve, Feed People, and Remember God with Michael Brian Baker. And do look for our other upcoming shows here on CoolChangeRadio.com. This is Cool Change Radio, your home for self-improvement, here on your Solutions Radio Network. Well, I'm going to be right back. You know I will. You know I will. Get quality goods for less from Bag City, serving all of Reno, Denver, Las Vegas, Bakersfield, Salt Lake City, Los Angeles, and many more cities. Up to 70% below retail on everything. Coin purses, wallets, organizers, purses, briefcases, backpacks, traveling garment bags, and ladies' and men's leather jackets. All discounted, all up to 70% below retail. Bag City, the best for less? Bag City serving all of Reno, Denver, Las Vegas, Bakersfield, Salt Lake City, Los Angeles, and many more cities. Contact Bag City at 818-990-1795. That's Bag City, quality goods for less money. Bag City, where 15% of all sales go to local charities. You can't beat that. You help local charities while getting quality goods at up to 70% below retail. Contact Bag City now at 818-990-1795. Contact Bag City today and get quality goods for less money. That's 818-990-1795. Shop Bag City to save. Shop Bag City for charity. Bag City, 818-990-1795.
You're listening to The Quick Fix with Bradley Quick. Purpose, power, motivation. We'll be right back.
Today, experience The Quick Fix, a simple process for positive change. Written by Bradley Quick, author, producer, motivational speaker, and host of the award-winning radio talk show, The Quick Fix with Bradley Quick on CoolChangeRadio.com. Bradley's passion for life is evident in his book, written so you can experience health, find your purpose, and have more effective relationships. Beating insurmountable odds, overcoming death, and being paralyzed, Bradley fought his way back so he could help you conquer your struggles. Experience increased health, vitality, passion, and purpose in your life right now with The Quick Fix, and read about Bradley's courage, ambition, and determination to live. Whether the issue is your thoughts, your physical body, or you just want to feel better and be happy, The Quick Fix, a simple process for positive change, will change your life. For only $19.95 plus shipping and handling. Take positive action now and receive a free guided meditation CD with your order. That's a $20 value free with your order today. Go to BradleyQuick.com. That's BradleyQuick.com. Take control and begin feeling better now. Get the book and free CD now at BradleyQuick.com.
Hey, everybody. Welcome back. And thank you all for joining us on Cool Change Radio, Facebook, and BradleyQuick.com. As you know, you can catch our live and video recorded shows on Cool Change Radio and over 700 hours of my best audio interviews, your favorite topics and personalities at BradleyQuick.com. Hey, you know we're broadcasting live from Freddie Siegel Studios, your home for self-improvement and a place for positive life enhancement. I want you to know we're being supported in large part by one of my favorite charities, the Cool Change Foundation. The foundation was created to help families and all of the children in those families. They do that by providing positive transformational life enhancement methods and techniques to those children's caretakers, usually moms and dads, so they may overcome negative habits and become better role models and providers for the kids. As a direct result, the children's home and family life becomes more nurturing and loving. It does every time, and it's really a beautiful thing to watch everybody grow in the family. It's amazing. You can help the Cool Change Foundation, help the mom, dads, and kids in your community, and you can do that right now. Send a donation of love and support, a little bit of money doesn't hurt either, to the foundation at www.thecoolchangefoundation.org. That's thecoolchangefoundation.org. Once there, simply click on the Support Us link at the top of the page. You'll be helping us help the children. Again, that's thecoolchangefoundation.org. Click on the Support Us link and help us today. Every penny counts, no donation's ever too small, and the children need your help. From all of us here at Cool Change Radio, we thank you for your support. All right. This is my favorite time. It's Paul Medrano, Mr. Universe 1999. I see him in the gym every single day. He's amazing. And he eats right, thinks right, acts right, works right. He's just a wonderful guy. He shares all that with you in our Getting Fit with Mr. Universe segment. So here he is right now, Paul Medrano.